We do have some faces of the recession this morning, and hundreds of thousands of students graduating from college this month, and a lot of them struggling to find a job. Some say this is the toughest job market in decades. Our panel today is fresh out of college or just about to graduate. They're still struggling to find work. Francia Miller, Keith Rangnow, and Shalini Supersad all join us this morning to talk about their issues trying to find a job. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, Clayton.
All right, Francia, let's start with you. You just graduated from Ithaca College last week, right? About a week ago. That feels good, right?
Yeah, it feels great.
But tell us your story. You're facing some issues now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been interviewing, networking the best I can, trying to get my name out there, and I get the same story. We like you, but we're not hiring right now.
All right, how many resumes have you sent out?
Probably about 50.
50 resumes you've had. Now you've done everything right. You have no debt. Okay, now I wish I would have done that. I didn't do that. Francia, you have no debt. You had 3 internships,
yes.
2 last year and 1 last semester, and that hasn't gotten you anywhere?
No.
Wow. All right, let's see if Keith is any better here. Keith, let's tell us your story. You graduated from Drexel University from my home city of Philadelphia.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm actually graduating June 13th from Drexel University with a degree in communication with a concentration in corporate and public relations. Everyone that I seem to come in contact with is in hiring freezes, kind of the same story as over here.
What are you hearing from people? They're not hiring anyone. Do they point you in any sort of a direction?
They say we love you, we love your resume, everything looks great, but we just don't have anything physically for you right now. And
you're also struggling with some debt too.
Just education loans that it's making me think about. I might look into government jobs that will allow me, the government jobs, the education loans through the government jobs they'll do education reimbursement.
Right.
So that will allow us,
So you need a job.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's a problem without the job. And Shalini, finally, let's get to some of your stats here. You're graduating from this week, right?
Yeah.
You're graduating this week from Brooklyn College. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're 23, and television and radio might be in the perfect place. What have you been hearing? You have any debt? Do you have any student loan debt?
I don't have any debt. I've received financial aid for my education, but I've done some internships, applied for some jobs. Through Craigslist, Monster.
And what are they telling you?
Same thing. Everyone, we're not looking to fill this position right now, so we just have to wait a while.
So they're saying, hey, stay on as an intern. We won't pay you.
Yeah.
You stick around here, you need to eat.
Just working for free, right?
Okay, so you guys all want some answers. Okay, good news. We have Lee Miller. He's a career coach and author of Get More Money on Your Next Job in Any Economy. He's going to be coming up next to try to help you guys figure out what to do, because it is so difficult out right now. Thanks, guys. You just heard from them. So we're going to talk to Lee Miller in just a minute. But first, a little trivia for you. On this date in history, in 1977, Star Wars was released in theaters, starting one of the most profitable franchises in movie history. That happened this day in history. And that's when I became a nerd on that day.
Conjure up the stolen data tapes.
All right, we are back now with our panel of 3 college students who just graduated or are graduating in a couple of days. Francia Miller, Keith Rangnow, and Shalini Supersad are here. And also here with some tips for these guys, career coach Lee Miller. He's the author of the book Get More Money on your next job or in any economy. Lee just handed me this book on the way in. Were you trying to tell me something?
We'll work with you.
All right, good. I'm going to pay attention. All right, you have some tips for these guys to help them get a job. They're all up against the wall, Lee. What's the first tip you have for them?
Most important, start now. Those jobs are going to open, and they're going to fill very quickly. So while your friends are laying on the beach, getting that tan, you be out there knocking on doors and stay positive, because that's the key.
Yeah, and if you're not like Francia, who's already sent out 50 resumes, you better get off your butt and do something about it.
And that goes to the next point, I think, which is get out from behind the computer. Go to the employers. They've got to see you. Millions of resumes are pouring in over, through the mail, through email. They're not looking at them. Get in front of those people.
Shalini, do you go and actually speak to these people? Are you on the phone, or are you just using the computer?
No, I am. I applied.
Good. You're listening to Lee. All right, that's good. All right. Next tip up here, you say visit potential employers in person. We just talked about that. Then talk to relatives and friends of your family. This is very important.
Oh, it's absolutely critical, because they're the people going to introduce you to the right people. And don't ask them, do you know anybody who has a job? Ask them, do you know anybody in this company or in this industry or in this profession. Specifically, and they'll introduce you to those people, and those people may not know of a specific job, but they'll introduce you to other people, and you'll hear about that job when it opens up.
And one thing I did, call the people on the phone and say, hey, I want to take you out to lunch. People love talking about themselves. So ask these people to get, well, that's how you work it. All right, next up on your list here, create a professional-looking resume. So many people don't do this. Or they have 10-page resumes.
Well, forget about 10-page resumes. A college student should have 1- or 2-page resume max. But really, I was the head of HR. I was doing hiring. You get a resume. It has typos in it. It is grammatically incorrect. It looks bad. It doesn't go any further.
Keith, how does your resume look? Solid?
I believe it looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful?
Yeah.
Is it on regular paper or is it on resume paper?
Resume paper, of course.
Smart move.
There's always room for improvement, but...
How's yours look? Solid?
Yeah.
Solid?
Absolutely.
Not many, 1 page only, right?
I work in career services, so it's been checked by a lot of people.
1 page, okay, that's
1 page.
Yeah, all right, good. 1 page only. All right, next up, I want to get to these last two. These are great. Look for jobs in growth fields. These guys are applying in their fields. What are you saying here?
They should do what they love, but we're talking about marketing, PR, right? Well, go to a company that's doing solar technology and get in the marketing area. So it's not give up marketing, become an engineer, but go find the companies, the industries that are growing. You're in technology, look at medical technology. They're going to be putting all those records on databases and modernizing it. Go to the areas where there are growth, but go in the fields in the areas you love, and go with your passion.
Yeah, you're looking for television and radio. What would be a good suggestion for?
Be PR in a corporation that is looking for PR. And there's always going to be hiring. Go talk to Clayton afterwards.
Yeah.
Knock on the door.
And finally, this is so important because everyone has a Facebook page, everyone has their Twittering, everyone's on MySpace. What do you say about this?
Well, the pictures of you doing body shots in Cancun may be fun for your friends, but it's not going to get you a job. Employers, and there was a recent study that said 22% of employers are checking your Facebook pages and your MySpace pages to see if you're drinking too much, if you're doing drugs, if you're saying things that are inappropriate. So clean them up.
Yeah.
Make sure there's nothing on there that you wouldn't want a potential employer to see.
Yeah, they're checking those first. They get that resume, they pull up the name, they look, and they're going to see the body shots. Fortunately, I removed those from my profile. Thank you so much to all of you. Good luck. I know it's going to be a hard fought going out there and trying to do this, but just stick with it. Francia Miller, Keith Rangnow, and Shalini Suprasad, who are all recent graduates, and if you want to hire some graduates out there and you need somebody, these guys are some great guys here. And Lee Miller, the author of the book, Get More Money on Your Next Job in Any Economy. Thanks, Lee.
Thank you so much, Clayton.